you know why astronauts float while in space? Here's a hint. It's not because they escape Earth's gravity. Think about that and we'll come back to it in a moment, but first, let's talk about orbits. An orbit is a circular or oval-shaped path around an object. The Space Shuttle flies in something called low Earth orbit. Depending on the mission, the shuttle orbits between 320 and 800 kilometers above Earth. If you could drive a car straight up, you would reach low Earth orbit in about 3 hours. On the left is Earth. On the right is the Moon. Somewhere between the two is low Earth orbit. So where does the orbiter go? Here? Maybe here? How about here? Well, actually, it would go right here. Yep, that close. So how does something stay in orbit? Well, think about it. If you throw a baseball gently, what does it do? It falls down right away, right? Gravity pulls it straight down. If you throw a baseball really hard, does it do something different? Yeah, it stays in the air longer and takes longer to hit the ground. Now imagine being able to throw a baseball so hard that it stays in the air long enough to never hit the ground. Though it would be falling, it's moving too fast to hit the ground, so eventually it would end up traveling around the entire Earth and coming back around to hit you from behind. This is the same concept Sir Isaac Newton developed in the 1600s. It was dubbed the Cannonball Theory. I guess they didn't have baseballs back then. So why do astronauts float? Because essentially they are constantly falling around the Earth. To do this, they must travel at about 28,000 kilometers per hour. Their speed, or the distance traveled over time, balances out the pulling effect of gravity. This is known as microgravity, also referred to as weightlessness. Though the term weightlessness is kind of misleading because gravity is still very much pulling on the astronauts, at about 90% of what we feel on Earth. But because their speed is so fast, they get pulled down at the same rate the Earth slopes away from them. So, just like the baseball, they keep going around and around the Earth.